Hello. Every person has events and people who influence their life. For me, one of the biggest and most influential events has been attending Ignite for my high school years. Today, I will walk you through the changes that this experience has had on my life. We will start with my life before Ignite in middle school, go through my life at Ignite, and finally, we will look at the skills I have gained and how that will help me in my future. Now let's get into middle school. Like many others, I struggled with self confidence, stress, and social skills throughout middle school. I had very few friends and I struggled to communicate with the ones I did have. Many of these issues stemmed from my anxiety, and many people have frequent experience with anxiety and don't know what to do about it. It became a daily struggle for me, and I needed a place where I could excel and be myself. My mom recommended that I go to the academies, which is what Ignite used to be called, after they visited my school. I've always wanted to be a teacher, and when I found out that they had an EDU program, I signed up in hopes of finding a comfortable atmosphere and people I could talk with. After middle school, I went to Ignite, and although my life did improve, it was not quick or easy. I continued to struggle with anxiety and panic attacks. However, I have learned to better manage them. The first 2 years of high school were the most stressful years, and I had panic attacks and was crying nearly every day of my sophomore year. However, I was able to persevere and learn how to deal with stress in my workload. It seems like a rigorous workload, starting college work at 14 and having very large presentations multiple times a year would make anxiety way worse. And in some ways, it did. However, I think that by seeing the big accomplishments that I made, I was able to be much more proud of myself. And that helps with social anxiety because a lot of times it stems from low self confidence. I was able to work through a lot of my anxiety with the speeches that I gave throughout high school to different peers and judges. This experience gained me not only skills but also friends. The new setting and self-confidence that I had gained allowed me to better communicate with those around me. Ignite also has their classes set up so that I rotated between each class with the same group of students. This means that I got much closer to them, and 6 of the ones remaining have become my closest friends. I even met my best friend through Ignite. Although my experience may seem very niche, it happens in college all the time. I hope that you can use college to grow upon yourself and gain confidence and experience. Although my experience may seem easier because of the forced proximity that Ignite put me in, I hope you can remember that everyone is looking for friends. You just need to put yourself out there. The skills I gained and the people I met will help me tremendously in the future. As I go off to college next year, I will be more prepared than the average freshman. I will have experience with college work and be able to adjust much easier to my new workload. The skills I have gained throughout Ignite will help me in future social situations, whether that be personal or professional. And as I move into my future career, I will also be able to use the skills I have gained from Ignite and from college to help me. I know many people can't do exactly what I have done and go to Ignite, but I hope that you can find a similar experience on a college campus. I hope that you can see the impact that this experience has had on me and remember that it is not as niche as it seems. Everyone can accomplish this in their own life. If not for Ignite, I would be an entirely different person, have a different outlook on life, and I would likely not even be doing this speech. The confidence that I have gained and will continue to gain from middle school to my career has been incredibly helpful. And I attribute a lot of this to the position that Ignite has put me in. Overall, this experience has seriously impacted my life and who I am today. And I believe that you too can work towards bettering yourself the way Ignite made me.